Hi friends, happy Wednesday. My name is Michelle Caudle and I'm the Director of Children's Ministries at Los Altos United Methodist Church. Today for our Wise Words Wednesday, we're going to be talking about creation. God created everything in the world. At one point, a really long time ago, there was nothing. Absolutely nothing. And then everything. Took a few days, but everything came into existence. Wow. So I started thinking about what are my favorite things in creation. And I grabbed a couple to share with you. The first are tomatoes from my garden. I grew these tomatoes. Isn't that cool? They came from a seed and I put them in the ground and I've watered them and now I can enjoy delicious, so good tomatoes every day. And I grabbed coffee beans because you may not drink coffee yet, but I love coffee. Smells so good. Oh, I wish you could smell. God created this plant, the coffee bean plant, with these beans that when you dry them and crush them up and mix them with water, make delicious coffee, like my iced coffee that I'm drinking today. Wow. And also, God created my dog Wilson. Wilson, come. Come on in. Good job, baby. And I love my dog. He's my best friend. Say hi, Wilson. Hi, Wilson. Yeah, he's pretty great. Okay, will you get down now so I can finish my story? No, you're not getting down? Okay, now back to our regular scheduled programming. Everyone's in our places. Wilson's in his spot. I'm in my spot. We won't switch chairs again. So let's hear our story of creation. It's called In the Beginning, and it comes from Genesis. In the beginning, there was nothing to see. No earth spinning in space, no shining sun, no twinkling stars, no peeping moon. There was only darkness. But in the darkness, something was moving. You couldn't see it and you couldn't hear it, but it was there. God's Spirit was hovering, getting ready to create the world. Into the darkness, God spoke. He only said 4 little words. But those 4 little words had the power to create something from nothing. Let there be light. And then came the miracle. At the sound of God's voice, the darkness flew away. A brilliant light danced and swirled as it filled the space with warmth. As God's handiwork continued, mountains rose from the deep to touch the skies. Oceans swelled and roared, and the rivers laughed as they ran. God clapped their hands in delight. It was so good. Birds flew high on the wing in this wonderful world that God had made. Creatures crawled and hopped and slithered on the land. Fishes dived in the deep. The earth was filled with the colors and sounds and movements of life. In the Garden of Eden, fantastic fruit hung from the trees. Grass grew tall and green. Flowers nodded in the wind and filled the air with perfume. After 5 busy days, God had everything in place. The world was ready for God's children. God bent down, scooped the dust up in God's hands, and breathed life into Adam. Then, while Adam slept, God created Eve. Look, God said, when each of God's children opened their eyes, I am giving all of this to you. Adam and Eve ran barefoot through the garden, holding hands and laughing. Each day they would come and talk to God. And the creator of the world watched over them with pride. They were God's. They were blessed. And they were very good. Now, that's the end of this story, but it is the beginning of absolutely everything. Wow. And in the beginning, everything was so good. And God's children, that means you, were very, very good. And that reminder is so important because there is so much good in creation, and we need to take care of it. And we need to see how very good it is and make it the best it can be. That's our job. Let's end in prayer. Dear God, wow. Thank you for everything in creation. It is so good. Help us to appreciate everything in our world and to take care of it to the best of our abilities. Amen. Have a great week, and I'll see you on Sunday for Sunday School and Worship. We'll be talking about the story of creation. Bye.